Welcome to the Foundations of Coherence, Module 1. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about coherence versus fragmentation, understanding stability as a structural property. Why this module exists. Most people believe stability is a feeling. They chase calm, clarity, motivation, or insight. But these are states, not structure. This confusion guarantees repeated collapse under stress. This module corrects the misdiagnosis. Coherence does not equal calm. Calm is a state. Coherence is a structure. Calm can exist without coherence, and coherence can exist without calm. If you confuse the two, you will fail under load. Let's talk about the structural definition of coherence. Coherence is the condition where identity remains consistent, cognition remains sequenced, emotion remains regulated, and action remains aligned. Even when pressure increases, coherence equals integration across systems. Fragmentation. Fragmentation occurs when different parts of you pull in different directions. Your identity shifts depending on what context you're in. Emotion overrides cognition, and action contradicts your stated values, doing things that you know are not in alignment with who you want to be. Fragmentation is system failure, not weakness. Why people think they're stable when they're not. Feeling calm, feeling motivated, inspired, having clarity and insight. All of these can exist without coherence, but none of them survive stress by default. Stress does not create problems. Stress reveals structure, exposes fragmentation. It tests integration. And if stress changes who you are or changes how you act, then coherence was never present. The only reliable test of coherence. Ask one question. Do I remain the same person when pressure increases? If identity, decisions, or behavior shifts, the system is fragmented, regardless of insight or intention. Let's talk about fragmentation versus coherence with a side-by-side comparison. A fragmented system under load leads to emotional override, justification loops, identity drift, reactive behavior. Coherent system, sorry, a coherent system under load leads to regulation first, sequenced thinking, identity continuity, and controlled response. Insight without structure is fragile. Insight lives in cognition. Stress loads the nervous system. When load increases, insight collapses, and structure determines your behavior. This is why knowing better or knowing what to do doesn't always work. Structure always wins over state. This is the order of dominance under pressure. Your physical capacity always comes first. It carries the most biological weight. Shortly behind that is your nervous system regulation capacity. Followed by that is your identity structure. Then we have your cognitive insight. And then lastly is your motivation/emotion. If your structure is weak, states don't matter. What this module installs. After this module, you can distinguish calm from coherence, you can diagnose fragmentation accurately, you can stop chasing states as solutions, and you can understand why collapse happens. This is diagnostic power. Coherence check. Do not answer emotionally. Ask yourself, under pressure, do I become inconsistent? Do my values shift Do my decisions degrade? Do I justify behavior afterwards? If yes, that equals fragmentation. You are in a fragmented state. This is information, not failure. Why coherence is trajectory 1. Without coherence, capacity collapses, decisions degrade, action becomes inconsistent, identity fragments, and influence corrupts. Everything downstream depends on coherence. The key takeaway of this module: stability is not how you feel. Stability is what remains when pressure rises. If you want to evolve, stop chasing calm and start building coherence. I'll see you in Module 2.